When people think about IPV or domestic violence, they often picture a woman with a black eye, right? Those images that come to mind. And it is that, but it's a lot of other things too. It's being insulted and degraded by the person who's supposed to love you. It's having to turn over your paycheck to that person because you're not allowed to have control of your own money. It's being humiliated in front of your children. It's lying awake at night because you need to be ready for what will happen when your partner comes home and you need to keep your kids safe. It's losing your job because your spouse won't stop harassing you at work. It's being pressured to provide naked pictures of yourself and then threaten that if you leave or you tell about the abuse, they'll be shared all over your school or your job. It's being told that no one else will ever love you. It's being isolated from your family. It's being afraid to reach out for help because you don't want to get deported. It's being sexually assaulted in your own home. And it's being told that all this is your fault. And that if you leave, you or your children or your parents will be killed. And it's watching the news and knowing that threats like that come true every day. It's knowing that you won't be believed because people think it can't happen to someone like you. Or it's worrying that if you reach out, folks will think this only ever happens to people like you. But it's happening to teenagers, it's happening in same-sex relationships, it's happening to all races and religions, it's happening among athletes, among the disabled and the wealthy and the poor. And it is for sure happening right here in San Luis Obispo. It's happening to our friends, our neighbors, our coworkers, our congregations, our families. I know because last year alone, we served over 1,100 clients right here in SLO County. And our sister agency, RISE, served a whole bunch too, mostly up over the grade. You know, there's actually data showing that violence in our schools and our communities and our homes is all connected. Sexual violence, teen dating violence, child abuse, IPV, all connected. And research tells us that growing up in a violent home can have health effects that last a lifetime. I know that this is hard to hear, especially over this lovely breakfast. We all want this to end, so let's talk for a second about how. The good news is there's a lot we can do. First, we can start by believing someone when they tell us this is happening to them. And we can stop asking that same old question, that one that never helps but always blames the victim. Why doesn't she just leave? Can we just retire that question? And we can recognize that just like all those types of violence are connected, we ourselves are all connected. These are not problems of people different from us. And we can't take an approach that says, oh, hey, look out, your end of the boat is sinking. It doesn't work like that, right? The reason I love my job so much is that at the Women's Shelter Program, we're actively working for a brighter future every day. When we help our clients live a life free of fear and violence, we know that we're helping their kids too, which means we're broadening the possibilities for those children and for this community. What I learned since coming to San Luis Obispo is that this is an incredibly generous community. And just as important, it's a really engaged community. People are genuinely interested in what's happening with their neighbors here, and they want to build a strong community. So feel free to reach out to us at the Women's Shelter. We have a million ideas about how you can help, and we're here if you need the help yourself. I have awesome coworkers who are smart, passionate, and dedicated, like Ellie, who you met before, who manages our safe house. We're working on these issues every day, and we're doing it with support from lots and lots of you in this room. So if you're already working with us, thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you're not yet, then please join us. Thanks.